Till now we have seen how we are going to add this practical assignment number 4, which is related with the mathematical operations which you are going to do with the help of macro and with the different operators, mathematical operators with which you are going to achieve this 64-bit operation. So input it will be given as in the form of 264-bit number, and for these 264-bit number we are going to perform with the operation. Okay, so what is expected with this? So you need to add with the macro, which is for working as for both input and output macro. Next is for entering with the choice some initial what you can say as statements that we need to display the output window with a expected input and some output messages which you are going to have. For more specifically related with the addition and multiplication, after performing the operation we might be required some more space. For that purpose also we have reserved with few variables with which we can save this, and output which is in the form of for the division, right? So where we need to have with the detailed output, that is after division whatever the remainder and quotient that we will be having, so that also we are going to display here, right? So that it will be as I told, it will be depends. If you need to display that, you can add, or else just as an uh, for getting as an output as in the form of division. So if you display that, that will be also okay, right? So but here we'll taking it as a detailed output, so we'll mention that as in the form of quotient and remainder. Okay, so wrong choice if it will be having, for that either we can display with the message, we can go that, or directly we can go for the call for the exit procedure as like your default procedure which will be having in the switch case, that is exit 0, right? So like that in this also we can call the exit procedure call which will be directly terminating the loop if it is having the wrong input. But what we'll do, we'll instead of that we'll display with the error message, which will be with some default message which we are going to have, right? So and if it is done, or if it has been performed with the loop, we need to get it out of the loop, so we are performing it as an exit case. Okay, so BSS section, it will be mentioning with the entering with the variables which are required for entering the choice numbers which has an input n1 and n2, some temporary variables which are required, right? So that also it can be done. Also it will be having with some global variables, okay, so which we are going to have that it will refers as in the form of different procedure call or macros which are going to call, right? So as in the form of addition, if it has been twice plus sign, so here we are going to take these in the form of actual operators. If it is plus operator, minus operator, subtraction operator, depending on this we are going to select the choice. Okay, similarly it will be applicable for further cases. So here just what you need to have, you need to put it as in the form of different switch cases. So first is the default case for addition operation, then it will be appropriate case 2, case 3 when it will be called. So just what we are going to have here, we are calling the functions, okay, or procedures. We are not getting it for the expected code, right? So we are writing it outside this. Next is for the related with the error code, right? So this will be a default message, right? So here we have ended this, right? So we are going to start with this part with which we are going to call, or where we are having with the actual definition of these functions. Okay, so we get with that actual definition, right? So add function, So for this, what we want, we need to take with the message that what we are going to display it as when we are going to get it for the final result. We are going to put it in the form of output. Okay, but first we need to call for the macro, which has been called for the addition. Okay, with the size we can mention for this. Okay, so we are going to this element as we are taken with the more size for this. Okay, so RESQ, which will be having some additional data if it will be having, so that will put it as in the form of one by one element. Okay, so it will be initialized from starting, it will be initialized to 0, right? So after that we'll take with the input from the user, which is as in the form of uh, put, which you are taking it as in one, right? So which is of a 16-bit uh, uh, value which you are going to have. Okay, we'll display that what number it has been given as an input. Okay, so it is just as a part want to add. Okay, now here as I told that we required with the while checking it as an input which you are going to give, whether it is having with the proper input or not. Okay, so for that purpose we are going to provide it uh, with the conversion. So for this we will be required with the conversion from ASCII to X. Okay, so it will be input whatever we have given. If it has been given it in more than 9 value, so in that case we need to convert it into hexadecimal form with our normal conversion which we are done. So here just it is changed with the data type which you are going to have. Instead of word, will be required with some more size. So for that we'll take as in the form of value. So here we are going to take this. So first it will be referred as in the form of content in the RBX. Okay, so this it will be applicable for one input which you have done, right? So we are going to put that in the RBX. Same with the help of one, uh, we can take it as another input for this, right? So now here you can use the same number. It will be also okay because as you are going to use that, or we are going to copy that value in some temporary variable. And so we'll display that number also, which number we have entered. That is a second number you can take with the two different variables. Okay, so there is an issue for this. Okay, so but with the help of one, we can do, we'll use that for as in the form of another variable if it required. Let's now this it will be for second, which we are going to have it as a number. So for that also we need to again call for this same conversion, that is ASCII to X. For both the numbers we need to check and then only we can come the operation. Okay. After this we need to get for add for number which we are going to take first, and then it's for second. So output. Right, so which we have referred that after second number which I entered for this, okay, with the content of X. Okay, so whatever the output that we are going to have, we are going to get it in the source register. Okay, we are going to copy that in RBX again. Okay, so we'll be putting as a final result for this. Okay, so what number is there, so that we are going to display it. Okay, so that it will be input which has been provided, and with operation now we have to display that actual number, right? And with the result. Okay, so whatever the statement is there, I think we have taken that as in the form of result only, right? So final result, that is addition for this number is, I think taken it as underscore result only. That is for every operation that we are going to have. So that is the result. So we need to mention that. Okay, so if you got with the first part for the addition, subtraction, it will be just having the same thing, just change it with the variables. Okay, so m underscore result. Okay, so with what value we will be having, so it will be referred with the output for this. That is a message and its length, right? So this is a length which we are going to have. So actual message and its length. So display that. Okay. Now while displaying it for the output, again we need to get it for this conversion, because in the output also the number that we are able to have which has been converted, if it is greater than 9, then we need to convert for it. Okay. Convert it into ASCII format, right? So this it will be first first operation, that is for addition. We are going to take the input with the help of one number, we'll copy that in another register, and to that register we'll perform just an add. Okay, so it will be referred with the array of these elements, because as it is a 64-bit number, so one by one element we are going to take that in the form of this input, okay, and which will be consecutively added with the digits. Okay. Now this it will be for first operation. Same it will be done for subtraction. So we'll take it to the same things. Okay, so we'll just type it so that it will be not getting any issues for this. Okay. So if it will be having with the more bit values which you are going to take, okay, after subtraction we can refer it one extra space for this which will be taken. Okay, so with word, right, then it will come for an output. Okay, so with initializing 0, so to get with the one by one element, display with the first with the input for the first number, display that first number, right? So that is the, so it will be having with the same part, right? So input which has been done, which has been given, right? So which will be referred. Okay, call for the procedure, input if it has been given, ASCII to X. So what is expected with this? So we need to get it with the first whatever the number which has been done. Okay, so which has been referred. Okay, so it will be taken it one by one element with respect to this. It will be not for referring it as an first input which has been given, right? So that we'll add it as we are initialize it to 0, right? So whatever that we are having it, we are going to copy that. Now second number which we are going to take it as an input, display that second number. So every time we are going to take this input from the user and display that, so that we can able to confirm what input it has been given, right? So here also we'll make the conversion for ASCII to X and then perform with the actual operation, right? Subtraction with second number. So with the RTX content which are going to have. So we'll save this final output after performing consecutive operations. Right, that will okay. So here, what important part that you need to have, that is after every operation or after performing every mathematical operation, we need to convert it to get it to a final output, right? So which is going to save it as part of your final output, that is in the form of RTX. Okay, and display with the actual content. Okay, so which you are going to have. Saved in this variable. Right after conversion. So what input that you are going to have with statement and length. So if you refer it, it will be not having any issues with respect to just calling for these functions. Okay, so which additionally we are going to add it at the end. Right, so that is x to ASCII and ASCII to x for final. Okay, so this will be for a subtraction. Okay, so it will be having with the change for multiplication and division. So where will be required with some stack, because after performing the operation we might be getting some additional space or additional result which you are going to save these values, right? So either you can get it with this and we can execute for this to check with the output, or we can perform with the further part also as we have done with the conversion, right? So that we see and then we'll so now here for the multiplication we'll be having just change it with a few parameters. Okay, parameters in the sense we are going to take with the stack which will be maintaining this value, because it might be getting some different what we can say it as space or size after performing the addition. So the message for this, that is 0, 0, right, first number, right. So we'll copy that or we'll display that number. So better way, it will display this every time the numbers, it will be clear for you what operation you are doing or on which you are going to perform this mathematical operation. ASCII to x, as we have taken with the number as an input. Let's move with the temporary variable one by one. We are going to take it. That it will be for first. Okay. So it will be referred with storing this x into a temporary variable, that is for first. Similarly, it will be given it for a second input. Display that. So it will, for every operation, it will refer that we are going to take the input, get it converted at the time of input only, display that. So which you are going to have as in the form of second input. Call for this ASCII to x Now, so after putting this, we need to have with the multiplication directly we can perform this, because successive addition it will take again time. And so better way, as we are having with the instruction directly, we can use that by putting this number into a second temporary variable, right, to perform with the content which you are going to refer it, or as multiplication instruction it will be having with the one parameter. For this directly it can be multiplied with the content default which are there in a Rx. So that's why we are going to refer with the two variables here. So first it will be taking with the value from the Rx. We'll copy that first. And second in RBX, right? So it will be second input. Right? So here we are using for this as a operation which will be having a default value for this as RBX, right? So after performing, multiply the content with RX and display or store the result in again RBX. But what it is expected, as here we are having a 16 digit, or we can say it as 64-bit value. So for that purpose, we have to take one by one input which has been referred, or which are going to put it onto the stack. Directly cannot take with the complete number, so one by one we are going to take, and then we'll perform with the operation. So for that, we'll take number output that you are able to have, that is from Rx and RBX. That is R. We'll copy that to the content. Okay. So final result that you are able to get, which you are able to display. Okay, and statement that will be having. Okay. So now for this, we need to get a contents of RBX value for conversion, right? So for that purpose, we have intentionally are putting the content onto the RDX, as we are getting the second number in the RBX register, right? So we'll see that also how it will be done, but that it will be required at the time of conversion. Okay, so we'll take that content from after conversion or after displaying this. Okay, so it will be setting this RBX value for conversion, and then we'll take that, right? So after conversion, as one by one value, we'll take it again in RBX. It is a final register, right? So which you are going to have the display with the output, but before to that, get a conversion 6 to ASCII. Right, so where we'll be having with the for displaying an output or input which you are going to have, and displaying the output, right? So final output that you are going to have, which it will be referred when you are able to get the content from RAX. Then only it will be getting where then after multiplication result which has been referred, or setting the RBX value for conversion. Okay, so in the first part we are taking this your first number. In the second part we are going to refer it for second number which you are taken it in the RAX with the first temporary variable, and the RBX with the second temporary variable as the second input which you are provided. Okay, so performing this final result, but before to that we need to get conversion, final conversion. So first input that it will be provided, and after that second input which has been provided for the second. Okay. So what is the difference with respect to addition that it will be having? Right. So if you are performing with the direct addition, we are able to get the result default in the RBX register. But now here what we have to use? We have to use with the copy the content of first value in RX and then use with the multiply instruction. right? So then displaying the result which will be converted from with values which we'll be having in the first variable and the second variable. Okay, so that it will be uh, having with the one more additional part in it. Okay, so mostly we have done with this. Okay, so it will be required initial operations just accepting with these functions, right? So ASCII to hex and hex to ASCII, so that it will be a last part. But before to that, we are having one more that function which will be remaining, that is a div. Right now, div function, it will be putting with the variable, right? So but it will be referring these values as for reminder and quotient also, which we can display, right? So there also we need to have with the conversions for the task, right? So it will be what you can say it as complexity. It can be increased if you are getting it separated output, right? But accurate output as we want, right? So it will be in the fraction also. Okay, so for that we need to change with the data type. Okay, so we will record with the message first, then same it will procedure which you are going to have for input, it is the same, displaying that number. Okay. After taking or before performing these operations, we need to call for the conversion, right? That is the ASCII to hex. So just what important part that you need to have, just call the procedure properly with the proper name. Otherwise, at one place if you are putting some different name, definitely it will be getting a final result as a wrong output. Right, so here what you need to have, you need to just take care that input that it has been provided. So here if you are writing or if you observe that it will be having the less chances to get an syntactical error, right? So because it will be having a simple syntax, but flow in which you are writing it, if it has been changed, definitely it will create an issue, right? So here also we'll take it as a temporary variable with the content of rbx, which will be required for further conversion, right? And it will be stored in temporary variable 1. Then we'll take with the second input as for second input, we'll display with that and convert for this ASCII to hex. So every time we need to get this to identify whether the number is greater than 9 or less than 9, right? Otherwise, if you are directly putting the values, final result it will be changed, right? So this it will be for first two numbers which you are going to take. Again we'll perform with the same as like same multiplication which we have done, right? So because here also we'll having with the instruction as div with the one parameter, right? So we'll take with the first, sorry, second variable, that is in rbx, by putting it into temporary variable, which it will be. So here what we need to have, you need to check with the appropriate number which has been entered properly, or it might be changed with the values, right? So the numbers, if it has been put it as a wrong input, definitely the output that you are going to have, that will be changed. Okay, so now what we'll be having, before performing the operation, we are going to have the result which you are going to put it on the rdx already which we are having. We'll first neutralize that, right? Already, as we are having the content in the RDX previously register which we are having, will neutralize that and then we'll perform with the new operations. Okay, so that is our values which are going to put into this. Okay, so 10_1, that is it will be pointing it to RAX and RBX with temp2. Right, so we'll then perform with the div RBX. Next, it will be as like a multiplication with the one parameter. Here also we'll have the default with the RAX. So similarly, as we have done one by one element, we have to put it on the stack of both RAX and RBX as a final for conversion. Right, so we'll take the result, but that it will not an intermediate result, right? So it will be space with input which will be having and with a final output or message that it will. Okay, now we'll getting it as an first as a part of your after performing the division, that it we are able to get it as a reminder first, then further part. Okay, so which you are going to take it or will display that with length, pop with one by one content, to again get it for conversion, move this content in the RB. So call for this with the final output, that is intermediate output that you'll be having, but for this also we need to get a conversion, that is for reminder. Okay, so it will be a conversion where we are going to have a output as in the form of reminder. So we'll just segregate this part, okay, so that you can able to get it. Okay, so we have done the first conversion, then we want a quotient as a second half. Right, so that it will be a part of your message which you are going to have. Underscore I think right, Indian underscore length. Right, we'll take with the next content with the pop RAX. Right, put with the content and again call for the conversion with X to ASCII. Okay, so that's it for the first it will be for reminder and next it will be for quotient, that it will be a getting as in the form of final result. Okay, so intermediate output that you are going to have, right? So it will be putting you till it has been completely made with the division of these each and every bit with a value. So it will be having with the now final part which is remaining from this. If it is disconnecting, we can rejoin with the same link. So the part which is for X to ASCII and ASCII to X, right, and return. So this it will be a final call or functions which are remaining. These are the main important role which you are going to have as a final output, right? So otherwise it will be showing you as a same output without any change, right? So it may lead to get with some wrong output also, right?